since I broke my neck, if a challenge comes my way, I definitely accept it.
We really hope he's going to be fine.
I will commit 100% to a race and leave nothing out there at all. For the Ironman distance, you have to be a diesel engine. You can't do that when you're racing for 12 minutes. Adding the turbo to the diesel is going to be the key for me. If you slip up, bang, that race is over, you're on the back foot. I'm not going to go up there and walk away with the win. I'm going to have to fight for every place. Only do one thing in that kind of race, full gas. My motivation for racing the Arena Games is the challenge. It's proven to myself that I can still be competitive over the super short distance against these young guys coming up. I'm not this Ironman guy who's, super slow, been there, done that. Half my PBs are quicker than most of these guys. I've been to more Olympics than they've had hot dinners, let alone one world title. Yeah, it's quite hard changing my training from 70.3 Ironman to Super League. I think soreness is the key word. I think we've got to be wise and careful. I don't want to go full into cutting all the volume down and putting in a lot of high intensity work. That's a recipe for injury. We need to pick key sessions and execute them well. I'm now 4.5 weeks out. We've got 2 key sessions a week that we're aiming to progress and evolve. But I'm a realist. I'm not going to have 4.5 weeks of perfect training. It's not going to go like this. There are going to be troughs. I might have a bad night's sleep, but I still want to keep that aerobic engine going. Today I have my first old school session. Triathlon's an endurance sport, whether it's an Olympic Games or the World Sprint Champs. Well, this isn't. So yeah, I need to kind of shock the system. So I'm going to get, I think, 3 of these sessions in, 1 a week, and then the 4th week I'm going to have a shorter run just so it's not so much fatigue. First time I ever rode a turbo trainer, it was back in the 90s. Holy moly, they'd have laughed at me if I told them I was going to be riding through a volcano. I need to work on my treadmill speed, I need to work on the curve running, I need to work on the turbo trainer. Getting your power up is different in Zwift to the real world. And then obviously there's the pool swimming as well. Just looking at my training, the actual nitty gritty of the session. The bike is gonna be 3 times, 3 minutes hard, 2 minutes easy. Well, it's not too hard. 320 to 330 watts. So, is that like 5 watts a kilo? 2 minutes recovery. And I do that 3 times, do the run, and then do it again. Keeping that heart rate high, producing lactic acid, but hopefully flushing it out and able to continue. Yeah, we'll see if it works. Big fan of Zwift. Definitely a godsend in these times, I tell you. Well, hopefully this is almost mimicking a race simulation session, really, if I'm honest. It is going to be a really hard run onto a hard bike multiple times. You want to train to race, not just train to train. Without a doubt, it's still going to be about a 30 to 40 minute race, and that's definitely a weapon I've got over Alex Yee, over Ben Dijkstra, over the young Germans coming over, as I've got, years and years of conditioning. I get fit quick now. I know the key sessions to jump me up. I know the tricks of the trade.
Hyper-focus my attention on you, baby. A selfish new dimension in my mind. You're exotic like a diamond. I can't shake you. My sticky Aunt Jemima, sugar high.
The way we plan training, we are looking at every facet. We're trying to get that strength up in my legs so I can really drive this curved treadmill specific to the Arena Games. We're trying to throw me in the workshop and come out sparkling fast.
Right now, 'cause you got me going. Gimme, 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 don't stop.
First time I've run that quick for a long time. I think when things go well, you're on cloud 9. When things don't go well, you beat yourself up. Then you look on social media and you see what perfect worlds all these triathletes live in. These amazing places they train and run, and they're eco-warriors, but this is reality right here. In a cold garage on your own, trying to get the work done. The beauty about technology is everything gets Bluetoothed to my phone, which then downloads onto the training platform that we use, Training Peaks. So as soon as it's done that, my coaches have access to it, so they can. I've just got a text. No, I haven't. I just got a WhatsApp from one of my coaches, Matt, saying, "How was that?" I should put a few explicits there, thank you. Right now I'm coached by Matt Bottrell, who's a bike specialist, and I started working with him in early 2016, when I was really trying to crack the Ironman. And his knowledge and understanding of how the human body works under pressure on a bicycle is just like world class, it really is.
When Tim Don broke the Ironman world record, I just remember thinking to myself, I've made it now as a coach. I just remember I was in my living room, I was just like punching the air, I'd never done it. So I kind of had the peak of my career. I was like national champion on the bike, rode for Great Britain. And then in 2015, I started this coaching business. And now, we're fortunate, we coach a lot of the top athletes in the world. I'd say me and Tim have got a very special connection now. I understand him probably as much as I understand myself. That's why we've got the results. When he races, he's just got like this extra edge that not many athletes have got. He sets these targets and then we go through a process analysing what we've got to do in those events, so what's the makeup, and then just the process of how we're going to get there. I would not underestimate Tim, because I just know that come race day, he'll have an extra 2 to 5% that none of those other athletes will.
We have fun, he's my specialist cycling coach, and my overall planning coach is a guy called Mike Trees. He's very big into run coaching, so the two of them work really well together. Mike lives in Tokyo and Matt lives down the road, so I get to see him a lot more frequently. I'm fortunate to swim with the Paralympic squad and Olympic squad, and now I have access to Matt and Mike as well, so it's kind of like the best of both worlds. These are not very friendly treadmills. Run free, form free, self-powered treadmills. I guess this is more learning to use the piece of equipment. It's a very specific treadmill that takes a real skill to try and run fast efficiently. Yeah, it's a unique bit of kit, it really is. Most people use it for power sessions where they're driving into it, but we're trying to maintain that 20 kilometers an hour for 3 minutes, 1 kilometer. It's an art to it, I think, and I'm still learning it. I think your start is key. You need to get up to speed quickly. It's like maybe being on a bicycle and you're in the wrong gear at the traffic lights. If you can go, you're gonna get the jump. These lads have raced there before, so they might have that advantage. As I've got older, definitely mobility and specific strength work is crucial. Since I broke my neck, I've really suffered with stiffness, in my neck, but through my thoracic. As you get older, your hips get a little bit tighter, so I work on lots of hip openers and real body movement stuff, so I'm really trying to train specifically for the demands of my sport. I tend to do one gym session either before a hard session or after, so there's some sort of fatigue in there as well. I always say, come race day, you've either done it or you haven't. You can only do what you can do. It's an expression session of everything I've put in, everything everyone else has put in. The fact that the Arena Games, the numbers are so quantifiable. We know the environment in Rotterdam last year is going to be the same in London. The speed they're running that 1 kilometre in is going to be the same. The power, the watts per kilo is going to be the same. So we have great benchmarks that we can focus on. And if we can get within the ballpark, we need smooth transitions, quick transitions, and we just need to have that extra to try and finish it off. What cup shall we use?
Can I use my Dennis the Menace? Unicorn.
Having 2 young children who love sport, my daughter Matilda, she loves swimming and running. Hugo, football mad, bicycle mad. I just want to be a good role model for them, and I want them to have more opportunities than I had, because the world waits for no one. This is what I got. 1998, we filled it with beer and drank it when I won my junior world title. I haven't got many medals. Patagonia medal, world champion medal, silver at the European champs. First WTS I ever won. There you go. The first ever Olympics, Team Great Britain. Oh, there you go. There's the world records. I'm just putting my Normatec boots on. I would love to get a massage, but alas, COVID restrictions. I find it helps me just to flush the legs out. Just grab a book and read. You know, with any job, this is my job. I guess I'm lucky that you need to switch off. So it is important to switch off. And you know, when I was younger, you'd switch off by going for a drive with Kelly or going for a coffee or, you know, a glass of wine. And now with kids, they help you switch off because, as you saw, they're pretty oblivious to, you know, exactly what I do. You know, at my age, that I'm in my 40s now, to show the people that it can be done. Age is just a number. If you look after your body, I think it's going to be a great challenge and a great test for me personally. And on top of that, I get to race all these young bucks. For the first Arena Games in Great Britain to be at the Olympic Park from 2012, where Alistair and Jonathan got gold and bronze, you couldn't ask for a better venue, a better setting. We are coming out of some of the toughest years as a professional athlete and as a nation to celebrate sport in that venue, on television, just racing. I think it's just going to be awesome, and I'm so fortunate and lucky that I can be a part of it.
I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, I just feel so good.
At the end of the day, he's the oldest guy there. Everybody's got everything to lose because he'll want to take those guys out.
This is fast, this is furious, this is exciting, this is entertainment. 3 races, 1 day, boom. Make sure you subscribe to all our channels and don't miss out on any of the pro action.